Well, hello guys, Drama coming today with an updated Fire Fist Satellarknight Traptrix deck profile for the October 1st ban list. I changed a few things around. I really didn't change the deck overall because I like the way it plays. The only deck I'm really scared of currently is Clifforts, and that made change my mind about how I play this deck. But for now, this deck is still doing pretty well. It's really fun. And overall, as I said, it's just doing better than I expected it would do. So here we go for the deck profile. Still triple bear and one gorilla because you really focus on your destruction. And in this deck, destruction's everything. And this does really well. Then, even though Wolfbark came back to 3, I feel like one Wolfbark's still like the best because you really do not. You only have 4 targets. And most of the time only 2 or 3 of them will be in the graveyard. Most of the time only 1 or 2 of them will be in the graveyard, and you're going to draw into this or search it out with Tanky. And I feel you only need that Wolfbark once anyways. And finally, another reason is because, as I said, this isn't like a majority Fire Fist deck, so I feel like one Wolfbark is all you really need. So that is for the Fire Fist monsters. Still one Deneb. Satellarknight players say this, I say this. The only reason why anybody would run 3 Deneb is not because it's good, it's because you want to see it first turn. But for this deck, seeing Deneb first turn or not seeing it first turn is not a problem, so you only need to play 1. And with stuff like Gorilla and Bear searching out your Tankies, and your Tankies searching out your Bears and your Gorillas, you really don't need to worry about not drawing into this thing because you do have the triple Rhoda, so that's very nice. Triple Altair. I like saying Altair. I don't care. You can have a discussion with me on that, but I feel like triple Altair is great Altair because what you do is, like in the regular Satellarknight builds anyways, you would summon Deneb out, search out Altair. Deneb would probably go into the grave next, like during your opponent's turn. Then you bring back that thing with Altair and keep recycling its effect to keep searching out more Altairs. So that's what you would do for this part of the deck. For the Traptrix, triple Mermelio, because would you not? Sorry, that was my sister playing some stupid music. That song just threw me off track. Triple Mermelio helps you search out your trap holes, so why not play it? As you can see, I've taken out some monsters from a previous build because I was seeing them too often or they weren't doing well. I decided to throw in one last monster to help me get that 13 monster boost to guarantee me at least seeing one monster in my hand. And the monster I chose was Photon Thrasher. Now I have 4 other choices that I really wanted to go with, and here they are. Redox, Blaster, Thunder King, or Zephyros. The reason why I want to play Redox is because I have the Mermelios. The reason why I wanted to play the Blaster was because I had the Fire Fists. But the problem with Dragon Rules is that you need to play at least 2 of them in each deck to get the engine to actually go. So I cut that out at the end. Thunder King Ryo is probably the best choice currently, but the problem is you have so many cards that search. So Thunder King Ryo is kind of a bad match, but I do put in the side deck. And Zephyros because you can make some crazy Xyz plays and recycle your Gyokus, your Tankies, but at the end it didn't work out that well, so I decided to go with Photon Thrasher. And the second reason why is because, like, sometimes I already have Deneb in hand, so I'm just going to use a Rhoda, and if I Rhoda too, then I just, like, Rhoda this guy in and make a quick Xyz. So then, like, Deneb will be in my grave next turn. That does it for the monsters, as is 13 monsters. So onto the spells. I am playing my triple Tanky. Obviously, it's the best spell in this deck. Actually, not the best spell in this deck. I'll show you my best spell. Double Gyoku. This card is so good at 2. I don't know why people even play it at 1, because it's so good. I obviously see sometimes like MST would be better than Gyoku, but locking your opponent's card in their place does take up a spot, which is absolutely amazing. 1 Tensu. You make a ton of combos when you actually use this card. I considered taking out a couple of times, but you need that Tensu just to get those combos going. Onto the other spells. Now with Rhoda back at 3, I can get like the Neb faster. So that's really nice. Next, Double Paw Duality. Just lets me search my monsters, search into my spells or traps. And as I said, with all your spells and traps and stuff like that, like these guys, this guy, like these are all the cards that basically search in the deck. So that's why I kind of did not want to play the Thunder King Ryo, because you have such a huge search engine and you don't want to kill your own engine. So, but this thing helps me, like guarantees me into at least a monster as well. So that's why. Double Lance, you want your plays to stick, you want your XZs to plays to stick, you want your monsters to stick. Thomas T, because Vanities is a problem, and it also solves problems for like Floodgate cards, obviously. Then one Book of Moon, because it's the best. I don't play Raigeki because I don't even have the space for it, I don't have the money for it, it's very simple. And even if I did have Raigeki, I would not change the lineup because all the cards in here are very, very needed. Maybe not the Photon Thrasher, but as I said, you do need those monsters, and guaranteeing yourself at least one monster is important. And finally, I don't have the money for it. I already said that, but as I said, I don't need it in this deck. Like, I'm already doing enough destruction as it is. That's a lame excuse, I agree, but whatever. Onto the traps. 1 time space, trap hole, the MVP trap, stops, Winda, really good. Bottomless is a very good card, and I'm still playing 1 Nightmare. I like Nightmare, so, yep. For my negation, I'm still playing 1 Alpha. This card just opens way too many advantages that you should not play. Like, you shouldn't play it. Like, you have to play at least 1 in, like, any Satellarknight build. So I like 1 into this. I don't really, like, my deck is just unlucky. I rarely see Satellarknight with this card, but, you know, if it's there, you can play it, and it does open a lot of advantages. 1 Wiretap, 1 Dark Bribe. I decided to play Dark Bribe, and people make fun of me for playing Dark Bribe because they think I'm a budget player. I'm not a budget player. Kind of a semi-budget player. The reason Dark Bribe isn't here is because Shaddoll Fusion is a problem, and I want other things that can stop it. 1 D-Prison, very good card. 1 Breakthrough. 1 Call the Haunted. This card works very well because you can, like, reborn your Satellarknights on your opponent's turn, which is nice, and they get their effects. 1 Torrential Tribute, and 1 Solemn Warning. Onto the XEs for the deck-based XEs. 1 Tiger King. This card is just the MVP of the extra deck, honestly. Like, the first MVP. There's, like, 3 MVPs. 1 Cardinal. It's like your tiramisu of the extra deck, which is very, very nice. It becomes a win condition, believe me. Deltaros, this card's really good in this deck. It prevents you from wasting wiretaps or dark bribes when you summon something, or a lance when you summon something. So it's very good. For the Delinquent Duo of removal, 1 101 and 1 Castel. For the Holy Trinity of Burn, Gaga Cowboy, Black Ship, and Heartland Draco. This is the second MVP of the deck. It's just so broken in this deck with all your fire formations. 1 Photon Pappy, 1 Karen Gorgon, 1 Rhapsody, 1 Maestroke, 1 Ragnar Zero, 1 Lavalval Chain. This card is so good, but it's not the MVP. Third MVP at least. 1 Mega, and this is the MVP because, like, it has 2500 attack. Only needs 2 materials. And right now, attacking is such a big part of the game, so you might as well just play the Utopia. So, that is it for the deck lineup. So, this has been my Satellarknight, Traptrix, Fire Fist deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. As I said, it's a really fun build to try out. It works, it's consistent, it's good overall. Mixes very well, and this is DragonComa signing out till next time. See ya.